Hey everybody, this is Tina from TinaTalk4Real, and I am here with my friend, my wingman, Scott Fain, and I wanted to talk to him about some of the artwork that he does that I think is really neat. So Scott, can you tell us a little bit about your artwork?
Yeah, I can. It's paper cut illustration. It's some of the images that are going by are just pieces that I put together, and all that is just cardstock paper and glue. I cut out the pieces and put them together to make art.
Wow, it doesn't look like it's glued. And I'm looking at the one from the roller rink and up in Cleveland. I don't know about down in Youngstown or where you're at in Virginia, but skating is really coming back, and it's a big thing now. So that is an awesome picture.
Yeah, that was just one. It took me a long time to get the look right. And this one right here is just, a lot of the times one of the things what I do with images is like something will kind of get in my head and I want to see what it looks like on paper. That's kind of how I started doing it.
Okay.
I saw a picture, really nice picture of a woman facing away from the camera, and it showed like some of these models here. These different women are models. It just looked so cool, just as a regular picture. And then I reimagined it as with cardstock paper and glued it all together, and it looked very similar. It looked almost like the picture that I was looking at. And I just fell in love with doing it that way, creating art that way.
So I guess my question to you is, did you name any of them? Did you give them names?
Oh, yeah, I try and name every piece that I come up with. Sometimes I'm not the best at naming them. Like that last one with the lady, it's called Shower Time. So that's the only thing I could think of at the time when I named it. The piece, are you looking at the one that says Unbought and Unbossed?
Yes, explain that one.
Now, that's a commission piece that I did for a friend of mine. She wanted a piece done about Shirley Chisholm. And I just found some really interesting, good pictures of her and put that piece together. So that's what I do is I'll take the images and kind of put them all together into something different, something where I'm trying to create a theme or something. Just like this one, these are congresswomen. I admire them. I admire what they're doing in Congress, and they come from the same arc as Shirley Chisholm. Cut from the same cloth, so I put that piece together. But yeah, just whatever moves me, is what I do. Whatever. Go ahead.
Now explain to me this lady right here.
She's a model. I saw her and I said, I wonder what she would look like, and I was experimenting in like artisan paper, like the paper that she's on. The swirly background is handmade paper that I get from a shop that's out here. It's like they hand make it in different countries and bring it over. And I just like incorporating the different shapes and textures and the images. And I like women. I like beautiful women. So I try to, I created an art form that I could have a way to admire ladies and shapes and colors. And I love beauty.
Right. I sit back and I think sometimes we are some beautiful people. I just look around and stare, and I'm like, wow, we are beautiful. So I get your art.
Thank you. That's one of the things that I noticed. Maybe I wasn't looking hard enough, but I didn't see a lot of Black women represented in the art that I was looking at. I was searching on for different types of artwork featuring Black models and things like that, and I wasn't finding anything. And so that's when you start looking harder, and I wanted a way to capture some of that in paper. So I used the medium that I like, doing the paper and stuff like that. It just looks really cool to me. That's pretty much the reason why I do it. It looks cool. Like this piece right here is Erykah Badu from the Soul Train Music Awards 2018. I love that performance, and I was like, it was artistic in and of itself. I wanted to just capture a little piece of it, do it as a tribute for her, and it was wonderful.
Well, she's
her performance.
Right, but she's artistic on her own, so that's an awesome piece right there. That
Right.
one
And then
speaks volume.
and this piece right here, this is actually a cousin of mine, my cousin Don. He passed a few years ago. This is a piece that I did for my other his wife, my cousin. Okay, so this is where I wanted to show you the split screen between the original picture and Don's picture that I did for him. So I just took a picture that he had of him and recreated it like that.
That is awesome. Oh my God, that is wonderful. These are awesome work.
Thank you. This is the next piece is of my grandmother. I did that one for my sister. She asked for something for her birthday, and I was like, "Well, what do you want me to do?" And she said, "We had this picture of my grand Fain," and she said she wanted a picture of that. And if you see her outfit, that's another one of those artisan handmade papers that I found.
Wow, look at that. That is cool. Wow. Awesome. Now, how long does it take to create one of these?
It takes anywhere from like 10 hours up to like 72, depending on how intricate a design it is. Like this one with my grandmother didn't take but probably like 16 hours altogether. And that part of that is I got to change the picture so it works. Like this piece right here I call Missing You is my family. It's my mom, my grandmother, grandfather, two of my aunts, and my uncle who passed. And I put this piece together just for my family. So I had made it for to celebrate these folks. These are the people that had a really big impact in my life. And
that's an
just wanted to
work.
Put something together for them. This right here, Sanford and Son, Return of the Barracuda. I was trying to look for pieces that, like images and moments in TV shows where people were just showing love, I just thought that was really sweet. If you capture that moment of Fred and Donna just being happy for a minute.
Right. Mhm.
Showing a little black love. Same with George and Wheezy.
Yeah.
Trying to find the right image of of characters and stuff. They had a very big impact in my young upbringing because that's all I watched when I was a kid was TV. Tons of it.
Well, I think most of these we all watched in the 70s. TV was on point for us.
Mhm. Yeah.
So these pieces are nice. Now we have
of course, you
Good
can't go too far without James in Florida.
Right, exactly.
I was just thinking
Where's
about
JJ?
them today.
Do we have a picture of JJ somewhere?
No. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I just said I hadn't been moved to do a piece on JJ as of yet. For me, the process comes more like I'll think of something or I'll be watching something and I'll get a thought. So, that might look cool. Like the Star Trek thing. Those are two images from the actual show. The one on the left is Captain Kirk. I thought he had a real pervy look on his face from episode called Charlie X. And then that's Uhura when she was doing like this just a little cute pose. I was like, okay, let me put those together. That was just me kind of playing around just to see what might be cool or whatever, trying a couple of different techniques.
That was Captain Kirk looking at all that beauty.
Mhm. This piece is from a different world. It was
one of my
that episode where
Oh
yeah, mine too. When Dwayne came and took Whitley at the altar, that had to be one of my favorite wedding episodes altogether.
Right,
so I tried
that was on point.
Capture all the aspects of her, who was on her mind at that wedding.
Yeah, that was definitely on point. And what do we have here?
From The Wire, one of my favorite seasons, two of my favorite characters, Brother Muzone and Omar Little. standing over the body of the slain was Russell Bell, Stringer Bell, excuse me, or Idris Elba, to those of us who know him now. But yeah, I did that one for my sister's birthday.
Okay. I didn't
She's
watch
a big Wire fan.
Yeah, I never watched.
Oh, you missing out. You missing out. That's a great show.
I know nothing about it.
Yeah, that's a great show.
We had a famous girlfriend.
Yeah, they were coming back on the show Blackish, so I said, let me see if I can put something together. My other sister said, do girlfriends. So I had to try and find really glamorous images of the four of them, and I utilized, none of those took place on the show, but I just wanted them really glammed up. So that's why I did that, and kind of put try to use their colors like from the show's intro.
Right. And then we
have all the pieces. Yeah, Luke Cage.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
No, I was going to say all the pieces are like 8.5 by 11. So I tend to do work in that size because it's easy for me to. If I went bigger, I could go bigger, but it takes a lot to put this type of stuff together. Hand cutting it.
Okay. This is cool art for real. Awesome.
That's just Sam Jackson from 3 different movies.
Right. And then there's Django, one of my favorites.
Me too.
Yeah, what was the lady's name? What was her name? Miss Sarah? Tell Miss Sarah bye.
Yeah, speaking of which.
Part. Oh my goodness, that was my favorite part. Tell Miss Sarah bye.
Yeah, that's why I made this one. You see, I went to the Unchained twice. I got him as a slave on the left, and then triumphant at the end on the right. Right,
that was a cool movie. Then we got everybody's all-time favorite, Jackie.
Yeah, that's me. I made that one basically because I kept seeing. If you look at the movie posters for Jackie Brown, there's not really a great movie poster. I mean, this was my attempt at trying to come up with an idea better than the one that I saw.
Okay. And then the movie Dynamite. I have not seen that movie yet.
Are you talking about Willie Dynamite?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen the new movie.
Yeah, Willie Dynamite. This is this is from 1974.
Right, but
movie
didn't
about
they do a remake? Is that okay? So wait, the remake, the new one is Dolomite. Which one is?
New Dolomite.
Okay.
You might be thinking of Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite is a new movie.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that they took a lot of homage from Willie Dynamite to put it in Black Dynamite. They took some elements and some scenes and stuff. But yeah, we stumbled across that one. Just loved that movie, and watching it so much, I came up with an idea for it. And then this is just my sister asked me to do. These are all different sisters. Each one, as I realized it, asked me to do a piece for a friend of hers, and that was what the Venom was. It's that was a commission piece, that I did specifically for someone that wanted a picture of Venom, and then my Wonder Woman of color.
Wonder Woman was always my favorite.
Yeah, I like Wonder Woman. If you had to get in a fight and you meet one of the superheroes on your side, I'm picking Wonder Woman. She can buck, she ain't nobody punk. She cool. Yeah, she's strong and don't mind popping the fool if they get out of hand. So Wonder Woman is a G.
Yes, I love
and then
her.
This is just an idea I had for Little Red. It's called Little Red, like the Riding Hood.
Okay.
But yeah, that just like the wolf took at least 10 hours by itself just to cut out everything.
Wow. Well, you must really love what you do because it takes a lot of time and a skill.
Yeah. It takes a lot of time. The skill is just about take patience and keep doing it, That's all I
right. Now,
I spend time just working on it.
Now, is there anyone else Is there anyone else who has any of this type of artwork that you
I mean,
know
I've seen other paper cut illustrators, but nobody doing this exact type of thing that I'm doing. You know, and I guess that's the thing. That's the reason when we do stuff like this. I would teach someone how to do this, if only just to see what kind of things that they would do with it. You know, because nobody's going to put together Different World, and with Whitley and a bunch of Dwaynes the way that I was going, the way that I did it. You know, that's my thought, my idea.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody else could have just as valid, just as cool a thing to see with this technique. You know.
Okay. I was looking at the art, and because I stage homes, and one of the things I was thinking that this would be perfect art for a theater room, a TV room, a man cave, especially the sitcoms. That would be awesome work in a theater room.
I had a similar thought myself, just because I like to do stuff that's celebrating. You know, I have other ideas and stuff like that, but I try and, because it takes so long to do it, to me it's got to be, the image and stuff has to be worth my time to doing it. So it's make me feel, I think Marie Kondo, that lady that helps you clean your house, talks about whether something sparks joy. If the image and the thought and the theme behind it doesn't spark any joy, I don't feel any, passion toward making a piece about it,
Right. And it also makes good artwork as you coming into somebody's foyer or you walking down the hall, because as you walk in, you can, it's there on display for you to look at it. It makes good conversation.
Mhm. Yeah, I do like that.
Or restaurants. That's another place too. Certain style of restaurant, like a soul food, jazz type restaurant area. I'm in my decorating mode, so that's why I can see where these art pieces could work very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we'll have to sell some of them to restaurants.
Actually, I had an idea for that.
Yes, I get that. I was just so at all with the pictures, and so yeah, I could keep going, because like I said, I decorate, so I know I could just put this in all different places. But yeah, we're gonna display more of your artwork on the social media, so more people can see it and purchase a lot of it. So you'll have to start over and make new pieces.
That's the cool thing, is the process. I can recreate just about everything that I've made already, because I know all the steps. It's just a matter of, do you feel like going back through it? At the time.
So wait a minute. Let's touch on the personal ones.
Okay.
Talk about that one. That's big for me.
Which one?
The ones you make of actual family members.
Oh, okay. No, it was just once I figured out how to do it, and I was looking at all these different famous people and stuff like that, it occurred to me that I wanted to see a picture of people that I cared about. I wanted to make somebody happy. The first one I did was my cousin Don. It was because my cousin, it was like their anniversary or something, and he had been passed for a few years now. And she just wrote something really lovely that touched me on Facebook, and I thought, make her happy if she, if I did something like that. And I was like, so I didn't say anything. I had the picture already, and put the thing together. And once I was finished and sent her a picture, I just sent her the picture, the original, so she'd have it with her. And she loved it. She loves it. That means the world to me, that anybody loves something that I do. But, she was moved by the piece, and, it brings her happiness to look at it, because it looks like him.
Okay. And so you can also do that same thing for clients if they so choose to order personal pictures. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure that we spent some time on your pictures and just explaining the whole process to our listeners, and we'll definitely have them up and posted for sale. And there'll be a site that you can go to and look at all of your work, all of Scott's work, for anyone that's interested. So please take the time to see his work. Say that again. Go ahead.
Anyone can go to scottfain.com. I have my store set up there. SCOTTFAIN.com.
Okay, there it is.